Chapter 7. Perfection of Yoga. 1. No one can become a yogi unless he renounces the desire for sense gratification. 2. The spiritual platform is absolute. There is no question of becoming tired on the spiritual platform. 3. Krishna does not say that there is dreamless sleep, although one may not remember it. One who dreams so much while sleeping cannot properly execute yoga. 4. It is a duty of the yogi to always remain alone. It is not possible to concentrate on the super soul except in a secluded place. 5. As long as we have a material body, sex desire will be there since we are born through sex and sex is there in each cell of ours. 6. If one wants to engage in yoga at home, then he has to make certain that his other engagements are moderate. He cannot spend long hours of the day working hard to simply earn a livelihood. One should work very moderately, eat very moderately, gratify senses very moderately, and keep his life as free from anxiety as possible. In this way, practicing yoga may be successful. 7. The mind should be friendly and in control but not suppressed. This is a success in yoga. The mind should not be agitated and it must be made friends. 8. It is not that the action is different, but there is a transfer of consciousness from thinking of acting for senses to thinking of acting for Krishna. 9. The more we increase material enjoyment, the more we become entangled in the world, and the more difficult it becomes to get free from material entrapment. 10. We have to raise ourselves to the spiritual standard by ourselves and nobody else can help except giving verbal guidance. 11. One who is absorbed is free from all duality and false designations. 12. So as one strives to get out of bodily conceptions, however not out of body but only out of bodily conceptions, he has to learn to tolerate duality of pleasure and pain, and so on. 13. Jnana means theoretical knowledge whereas Vijnana means practical knowledge. A person can only be satisfied if there is Jnana and Vijnana side by side. 14. If one is self-controlled, he is not attracted by the material glitter and he sees everything including pebbles, stones or gold as the same. And a person is said to be still further advanced when he regards all the honest, well-wisher friends and enemies, the envious, the pious, the sinner and those who are indifferent and impartial with an equal mind. 15. The man, who is engaged in auspicious activities, does not meet with destruction either in this world or in the spiritual world. One, who does well, is never overcome by evil. 16. Even if one cultivates only a little bit of real spiritual knowledge, he will never fall down into the material whirlpool. 17. To adopt real spiritual life is more or less to declare war against material energy. The material energy is trying to entrap the conditioned soul as much as possible, and when the conditioned soul tries to get out of her clutches by spiritual advancement of knowledge, material nature becomes more stringent and vigorous in her efforts to test how sincere the aspiring spiritualist is. The material energy or Maya or illusion will offer more allurements. 18. Failure is the pillar of success. In spiritual life especially, failure is not discouraging. 19. A person who has approached Krishna is better situated or positioned, even though he may fall down from the yogic platform. 20. A man either serves illusion or reality. The constitutional position of living identity is like to be a servant, not a master. One is apparently a servant to his wife, of his children and of his business or work. Furthermore, when one comes to the platform of knowledge, he understands that in all circumstances he is a servant only. 21. No relationship in this material world is actual or eternal. We must always remember that these ephemeral relationships we have are simply perverted reflections of that eternal relationship we have with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Relations of child, master, wife, husband, friend, etc. are simply reflections of that relationship we have with God. 22. One who sticks to a particular point and does not make further progress is called by the particular name that is Karma Yogi, Jnana Yogi, Raja Yogi, etc. But if one is fortunate enough to come to the point of Bhakti Yoga, then the Krishna consciousness develops in him, which is to be understood that he has surpassed all the yoga systems.